Jeez.
What did you hear that? You heard that neck crack?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Area Nerdy 1.
Hi, this is Jarrett, and I just cracked my neck.
Yeah,
and apparently,
like a half second before we went live, he cracked his neck, and he could hear it from like across the street. It was.
It felt amazing. I felt it go all the way up into my skull brain.
I would not. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. So today, what we're talking about is mostly that. So it's a riddle game. It's a riddle game. So we'll get into that in a bit. I left a little extra space on the screen there. So, Jarrett, you wanna bring us into the advertisement section though?
Well, let's talk about the news first.
Talk about the news first. Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
the first reviews for Legends of Arceus came out.
Yeah, and
for Pokemon, and it's very, very good. People are enjoying it. So there's some gameplay that we saw.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it look like you want to go catch the? You know, you never catch them all.
You never can catch them all.
You're catching the rest, basically.
You're just catching what's available. So this is actually something I want to talk about with. I actually noticed with Warhammer 3 gameplay and everything I've been seeing that lately, and it looks good. It just looks like a better version of Warhammer 2, and that's what I see with A Legend of Arceus. It looks better. It's just a better version of Sword and Shield. That's all.
Okay.
Also,
Sword and Shield was very popular, right?
It was very popular, but then it's kind of like once it was released, everyone loved it, and then once you get down to playing it, the other reviews started coming out, like the longevity of it. It was very easy. There was kind of a lot to do, but not really. It's just like the Pokemon game formula is so tired out at this point, because at this point it's such a big franchise. It's not just going for children, even though it is a kids game.
Yeah,
it's a game that you and I play. It's a game that people older than us play.
The people that were originally playing Pokemon are still playing Pokemon, and we're in our 30s, knocking on 40s in some cases. Yeah.
So the formula of just get your Pokemon, you go through the gyms, you go through everything. It's just kind of like
get your Pokemon, catch them all, repeat.
Try to catch them all. Yeah. Realize you have to trade them all. Realize you have to actually make friends with people.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the thing that you can hook your two Game Boys up and trade over that wire.
Oh my God! And then you're trading with your friend. And you're asking, "Oh, do you have a Magmar?" No, I have Fire. I have Fire Red. And you go, "Oh my God, I have Fire Red. What the hell was the point of all this?"
I thought you said you had Water Blue. No, I said I had
Water Blue.
Yeah,
Water Blue. It's Leaf Green.
I don't know.
I am so mad.
I actually stopped playing the Pokemon games right around then.
Really?
Yeah. At least like the Game Boy versions. Yeah.
The latest game I've actually played was Emerald.
Emerald?
Yes. I keep going. Like I go through the emulators where I play Emerald or Crystal. Those ones are like the sweet spot where I have fun with.
Yeah.
But again, Arceus looks really good. The animation looks very clean. There's a lot you can do. You can it's basically kind of like Breath of the Wild meets Pokemon, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it's something I would want to play for hours on end, and it doesn't seem like it would hold my interest.
Right.
Yes. But we'll see. Once the game is actually fully released and we actually get some more in-depth reviews, we'll see what happens.
Right.
Yes. But onto the next item.
So the next item, okay, I want to talk about something else, like before we get into the meat and potatoes of this. So I'm gonna make a TikTok about this. Watch it.
Look for TikTok. Area Nerdy 1 or TikTok is very popular.
I had an experience of observing life imitating art that gave me an out of body experience. How on point it was. So let's see if you can follow us along. So this week in the news, in real life, a SpaceX rocket got pulled out of orbit by the moon accidentally, and it's crashing into the moon. Now, what vibes does that give you?
That gives me there's a movie about that. Oh my God! Oh my God! Hang on. It's not the Space Cowboys, is it?
No. Okay. So if that doesn't give you don't look up vibes, this next part will. Okay. So first of all, the rocket's crashing into the moon, which is concerning. Mm-hmm. Let's say it's concerning at least. And then at work they have the morning news on, and like Hoda and like all the people are talking, and they're like, this just in, SpaceX rocket is going to crash into the moon, and here to talk about it is science guy something sin from like NASA or something.
Yeah,
and
like actual credentials.
Yeah, like he's an actual scientist, credentials and stuff. But he gets on, he's like, yeah, this is so cool. This is a rocket. It's going 5,000 miles an hour. It's going to crash into the moon. I was like, why is he so happy about this?
Yeah.
Like, why are they, if you've seen Don't Look Up, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then in a moment of strange self-awareness, Hoda's like, I just saw that movie, Don't Look Up, and it's giving me, reminding me a lot of this. I'm like, yeah, no shit, because you're freaking Kate Blanchett and Tyler Perry's character right now. You're like, oh, there's a rocket crashing into our moon. That's fun.
That also brings up a good point about like the main issue when SpaceX and Blue Origin started to actually try to begin their space programs. NASA had a big issue with the potential for space garbage, which is debris from other spaceships and crashings and whatnot, just littering everything. Because all you need is one little screw flying around the Earth at Mach 12, and then your whole space station is busted.
Right. Yeah.
God,
like every night, Elon Musk is going to walk out of his mansion, look up, and know that his dumb rocket is just sticking out of the moon somewhere.
Sticking out of the eye of the moon. And he's just and the friggin' Elon Musk fans were like, he invented the rocket. He reinvented it. It goes up instead of kind of up and sideways.
He's disrupting the moon.
He's gonna sell an NFT. Make it. All right. If one of our fans could make an NFT of SpaceX's crashed rocket on the moon and just give it to Elon Musk, be like, here, a reminder of your failure, I would pay for that.
Yeah,
I would pay for that. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so that it was just, Don't Look Up. I try not to take real life, advice from fiction, and it is an absurdist piece, but like apparently not by much.
Not by much.
Like just a little bit.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah. So there was that.
Crash. Is that like the first crash landing on the moon?
Oh, it can't be. Like,
well, there's probably been unmanned missions that have crashed.
Yeah, I mean, so the as far as I know, like the moon gets like meteors and stuff all the time. I actually, that's a lie. I don't know that for sure, but like I know that like at some point in its history, like all the craters on it were formed by meteors and stuff. There has to have been some space garbage that got pulled into its orbit. Like you said.
Our space garbage though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, that's that.
That's a. Let's not think about that.
I'm going to try not to think about it. Okay,
anyway,
back to the fictional nerdy stuff.
So, one of the things that we're going to be anticipating very heavily is the Amazon Lord of the Rings.
The Rings of Power.
The Rings of Power. And I just finished Wheel of Time, the first season.
Is it good?
I fucking hated it.
Like, it was that bad, huh?
I absolutely hated it. The entire time, I was bored out of my gourd, just looking at the screen, thinking, I've seen these characters for the past, 5-8 hours. I have no idea what their names are. I don't give a shit.
No investment whatsoever.
No investment whatsoever. And it's based off of an actual series, an actual book, So Amazon, I don't feel, does fantasy shows very well. Carnival Row was really well done.
Carnival Row was awesome. I can't wait for the second season of that.
It's kind of hard to get into the characters sometimes, and it's striking how the parallels between that and Game of Thrones are. So that's something I'm worried about. I think the Wheel of Time showed the limits of their real budget of what they're willing to spend on a fantasy, and how they're going to handle it.
I thought you said they spent more money than God on this.
Oh yeah. But that doesn't mean you get to see it. Sometimes, one of the biggest budgets in movie history was Battlestar Earth.
Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth, yeah.
That's right.
Still a shitty movie, Matrix Reloaded was a really supposed to be a blockbuster. A lot of budget thrown at that. Look at that.
I thought it did awesome.
No, it sucked. It bombed. Well, critically and I'm pretty sure financially.
Well, they still had late 90s CG going.
Yeah. And Neo just became a Jedi.
You could walk over to the next theater and see Starship Troopers and
Yeah.
get photorealistic space bugs that still hold up today.
Yeah, where's that remake?
Yeah.
Where's that pseudo fascist patriotic stuff right there? That one. Where's that? I want to see the Battle of Clondathu again.
Well, they were making like totally like CGI.
The show.
No,
Roughnecks.
no, not that like in the past like 5-6 years they've made like movies that are sequels that are completely CGI, and they're pretty good. They're pretty baller, but it does look like you're watching like Halo the movie basically.
Well, and even from the books, it's kind of from the book standpoint, it's kind of Halo the movie.
Yeah.
It was basically Halo the movie in the book.
Yeah. So
Halo the movie in the book.
Halo the movie, the book.
So put that on a t-shirt. Starship Troopers. It's Halo the movie, the book.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think we can get into our main subject.
Okay.
Which is the Riddler, in fact. The new the Batman movie with the main antagonist.
Yes. So the reason I'm bringing this up is for a promotion for the movie, they're riddling us. They're riddling the audience. So, all right, let's jump right into it. Let's get right into there. Okay.
Before we even get right into it, I do have a riddle for you.
Okay.
Okay. Ready for it?
Okay.
It's dark and bold. You drink it hot or cold. You have it in the morning. A boost of energy with forewarning.
Do you want me like act like this is a hard riddle for me? What?
Yes.
What could it be? Oh God! How am I gonna unravel this Rubik's cube of a freaking riddle? It's coffee, Jared. It's
coffee.
I got it. The answer is coffee.
It's no big secret. Big Nerd Coffee Company has the best coffee. Dark and bold. That's the way I like it. Black.
I recently had their what was it? Their elder mix.
The elder bean.
The
That's
elder
my
bean
favorite.
mix. Yeah.
Yeah. I mix it up with a little bit of Irish cream in the morning sometime if I want to take it nice and easy. Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. I have a nice pour over. The day's set.
Yeah. You're ready to go. You got so you're gonna need all of your energy and all of your alertness if you're gonna defeat the Riddler's riddle in this challenge.
Oh yeah. So what we really should have done, Jimmy, it's like get right down the riddles from like the 1960s Batman, because they were absolutely fucking bonkers.
Well, you know what? Why don't you want to warm up with that?
Yeah, let's warm up with that.
Okay.
So if anybody didn't know, the 1960s was a wealth of cultural phenomenons. The riddles from the Batman show.
There's a whole freaking page dedicated to it. Why is an orange like a bell? Okay, Jarrett. Why is an orange like a bell?
Because they're round.
Why is an orange like? All right, because they're round. Why is an orange like a bell? What do bells have? Because they ring.
Oh, they got seeds in them, and they need to be ringed.
You can ring them.
Ring them. You can
ring them. Okay, let's try that. They both need to be peeled.
Okay, so
close. Okay.
Anyway, so if the 1960s Batman was a campy phenomenon, so the Riddler would have something like that. Why is an orange like a bell? And Batman would just use these massive leaps of logic.
Okay.
They both need to be peeled.
Okay, so I realized that there's no way we're gonna figure these out because they're like bonkers.
Yeah, but there needs to be like the string of information that he has.
Yeah.
Because he also has the Bat computer, which is just like a box that spits out a piece of paper.
Like it was that was pretty low tech even for the 60s.
How many sides has a circle?
How many sides does a circle have? Oh, how many sides has a circle?
2 inside and outside.
So you're inside. Okay, here's one, Jarrett.
Okay.
Why is what kind of pins are used in soup?
What kind of pins?
Yeah.
Pepper?
No, terrapins. All right, here's a better one. Why? What was Joan of Arc made of?
She was made of ash by the end of it.
No, she was made of Orleans. These aren't riddles. These are jokes.
These are jokes, but they're so bad and they lead to an actual crime. We thought we were gonna warm up with this, but Frank Gorshin's Riddler apparently was on all of the acid. All of the freaking acid. Oh yeah, and again, it's if you want to watch the 1960s Batman for anything, just for the riddles is phenomenal because they make no sense, and then Batman will solve them with like, what is the similarities between a bell and an orange? An orange is a fruit. A fruit needs trees, and trees hang. Ah, they need to be rung like a bell.
What?
What?
What people are always in a hurry? Rushing people. Russians.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, and of course we can't forget like the other rogues gallery from there, like the Eggman.
Yeah. Egghead.
Egghead,
Played by
Vincent Price,
the immortal Vincent Price.
and
yes.
he was like, in like his gimmick was he would steal egg themed stuff, and he was engaged to a woman who's like the heir to the Cossacks, and she had like a small army of like these Russian dudes,
yeah.
and they would just follow her around doing Russian shit.
And like, well, who's the one? So they went and they fought this guy who like he would show up to a bank and he was British themed, so he dressed like Sherlock Holmes and he had a pipe that like fog would come out of, and then he'd rob the bank and the fog would disperse. So he lives in Londinium, which is like the London
version.
Yeah, but like it's just L.A.
It's just L.A. and like they figured it out because like he had like prize fog grass.
Yeah.
The grass.
And like, but they knew. I think at one point they mentioned like, don't worry, Londinium's just as sunny as L.A. or something. Like they knew that show was what it was. They had absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think it's impossible to like understate how much of a phenom that show was.
I don't support any kind of drug use, but if you got absolutely ripped blazed and watched that show, it would be a grand time.
Yeah.
Just watching the Joker go like, for one, my favorite episode is the beach scene because Joker captures an actual like
a pro surfer.
He's a pro surfer, not in like just the show. Like in reality, he captures him, steals his surfing abilities to win a contest that makes him king of the beach or something. Batman and Robin beat him up, and then the Joker cooked them into fucking surfboards, and then they break out and beat the Joker with shark repellent.
Yeah,
I just said those words in order.
I'm trying to find the guy's name because like this guy was like a legit surfer. He was considered like the godfather of surfing. He invented all the like hanging 10 basically.
Can you just like look up Batman surfing cast?
Yeah.
Skip Riptide?
Skip Ward? Oh, let's see here.
We're trying to look these people up. Yeah, that's him.
Well, he was producer. That can't be. That was him? I thought they had an actual dude like who was yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, there's like a ton of like sexism when it comes to Batgirl. It was outrageous. I have no idea how they got away with that.
Hey, Julia.
Hello, Julia.
Julia says, "What up, nerds? Whatevs? We're not,
Yeah, we're not ashamed of it. Yeah, we're kind of ashamed.
Yeah,
we should be ashamed.
Yeah.
Look at our bodies. My God.
Apparently,
Who grows like this?
Apparently, but we think of like the '60s Batman as like goofy and we don't take it seriously. But apparently, like they were the sexiest guys alive at the time.
Oh my God, Adam West was the it man.
Yeah, yeah.
The girl who played Barbara Gordon, Barbara Gordon.
Yeah,
yeah, she was pretty.
Yeah,
and then of course Eartha Kitt as season 2's Catwoman.
I learned this year that the person who sang Santa Baby,
yeah, it's Eartha Kitt.
It's Eartha Kitt,
and of course Yzma.
So when you hear like Santa Baby playing every year, you can think this person also said, "Oh, llama, he's supposed to be dead."
Maybe if anyone is watching, could you you can do a perfect Yzma Eartha Kitt impression. Do Santa Baby in Yzma voice.
Oh my God, yes.
Santa Baby, he's supposed to be dead.
I'm putting that on TikTok.
Yes.
All right. So you want to get into the actual riddle here?
So actually, before we get into it, because we're really teasing this out, like Garrett. A riddle, you got to tease it out. We got to go over the history of the Riddler. I mean, people could be watching right now and not know who the hell we're talking about. The Riddler is one of the more popular villains in the Rogues Gallery of Batman.
he likes riddles. Done.
It's
Okay.
insultingly reductive, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
He likes to do riddles. He's in the comic books. He's supposed to be this criminal mastermind, but he doesn't really do a ton of crimes. He just kind of does riddles.
Yeah. So a little fun fact. So he's got two henchwomen, like his two like sidekicks who are his bodyguards and henchwomen.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia says, "Wrong lever." Yes.
Yes.
So he's got two henchwomen in this thing, and like apparently, canonically, he's the only like Batman villain who pays his henchwoman equally to like his share of the loot. So he's like he's
Wow.
he's an equal opportunity employer. Yeah.
The Riddler. Who would have guessed? But the first appearance of the Riddler was in Detective Comics in 1948. I literally have it. I read through all of his Wikipedia page and his DC page, and guess what?
What?
It's a criminal that does riddles.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. But his big thing is that he's gonna plan a crime. He gives Batman and the police a riddle, and gets a real big kick out of it when they don't solve it.
Yeah, but then the plot point is always like he compulsively leaves riddles, so he can't not leave a riddle, and Batman always figures it out. And over the past, like, what year did you say that he?
1948.
1948. That's like 1,000 years ago.
This is 1,000,000 years ago.
So in his now probably nigh on 70,
60, 70 years.
Nigh on 80-year history. He's a lot of artists, a lot of different iterations. There's been a change in tone in comics, etc. So there are, it's a theme that sticks with the character. You can say I like the Riddler, but you can also have your favorite version. So I mean, like, what's your favorite version?
I like it from the animated the Batman series.
The one that was on Kids WB.
The Kids WB, because he was because up to that point the Riddler was kind of more of a joke character, especially from the Jim Carrey version. We'll get into that one. And this kind of made him more of a psychotic, like, loner, which is really focusing on his intellect and how dark he was. And I liked his style, and I liked how he kind of set himself up. Still a real one, a Riddler. What was your favorite version?
Are we talking comics too? Because I'm going to get specific.
Yeah, you got to do comics.
So one of the biggest events in Batman comics was the Hush arc.
Right.
So hashtag spoiler alert. It's been out for like 30 years. Go read it. But basically, a huge event happens in Batman's life, and it, this big plan from the shadows is enacted and involves all of his villains, and it's centers around this guy Hush, who's a new villain, very mysterious. He's got bandages wrapped around his head. Spoiler alert, about to happen here. Turns out it was all the Riddler. He figured out who Batman's secret identity was, and he orchestrated this whole thing. And that's what really came out of left field, because, like you said, even up to the modern age, like, mostly Riddler is kind of a semi-harmless
kind
villain.
of a joke character.
So but he, it turned out that it was the Riddler the whole time. He thought he was dying, and this was like his last hurrah. It was pretty intense. But like, as far as like making the Riddler important and like the artwork and the character design, I forget exactly the artist who was doing the Riddler at that time. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Batman.
Artiste, and that is Jim Lee. Jim Lee was doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say, like, aesthetically and as far as like being important in the story and having a character, it was definitely the Jim Lee version.
No, Tim, it's not apple juice, it's pear juice, because apple juice makes me hyper, and then I can't go to sleep, and then I'm angry in the morning. So no.
He gets an upset tummy, and he gets grumpy for days.
Yeah. What are you drinking? Apple juice? Oh no.
You just said the same thing. Come up with your own stuff.
No, I refuse. But back to his portrayals in media, because because the list of how he was handled in the comic books was way too long and varied, because again, a lot of artists took a lot of inspiration from other comics and other stories, and he tended to fluctuate for how intense he was and what he was really about. So in the 1960s, it really starts with Frank Gorshin, and he's kind of like a pseudo Joker. kind of thing. He laughs a lot. He's kind of doing it for the fun rather than
Half his riddles were jokes.
And most of them, all of them, didn't make sense
Yeah.
whatsoever. They just threw whatever. But in the first film appearance, John Austin, you might know him as Gomez from the Addams Family, the first
Really?
Addams Family. Yep, played him in the first Batman movie.
Nice, Tim. Got him zinged, Jarrett.
Your words hurt, but your intent hurts more.
So, okay. So what first Batman movie are you talking about?
So the 1960s television show put out a movie. That's
Right.
where Batman throws a bomb off the dock.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb line.
Yeah, exactly. He's just literally holding a giant bomb over his head, and he tosses out into the ocean. And yep, from 1966.
Are you? I thought that. No,
What's
it's Frank Gorshin's the Riddler.
No, it's John Austin. John Austin played him in the movie.
Are you sure? All right, let's take a look. Are you? Nope, it's Frank Gorshin.
Oh, he must have. Oh, okay, I got that wrong. So John Austin played him in later seasons of the show.
Got it.
He didn't
okay.
play him. My bad. Times here at Area Nerdy 1, we get things wrong.
Yeah, because different people played a bunch of these characters. Like there was multiple Catwomans, there was multiple Mr. Freezes, but Frank Gorshin is the Riddler that people most know from that show.
Did you know that when Eartha Kitt played Catwoman, they toned down their potential romance because in the 1960s they didn't want a white man being in a relationship with a colored woman on screen.
The freaking audacity.
But honestly, Eartha Kitt had a ton of great lines and like kicked ass.
She nailed it.
And
like Eartha Kitt, look her up in real life. She
was amazing.
She kicked all kinds of ass.
I don't quote me on this, but I think at one point she was up for being a Bond girl for a little bit. And I think they went another way.
I believe it. She definitely was that caliber. She was.
Yes.
I mean,
and she has and I didn't like when I found out she was Yzma. That's a great voice actor.
Yeah,
right there. She was a great voice actor.
Okay, apparently this is trivia night. So, if you look up the behind the scenes for Emperor's New Groove, originally it was going to be a full on musical like Aladdin or Lion King. So you see behind the scenes of Eartha Kitt doing like a full like villain music number. Like she was incredibly talented.
Oh, we should get those out and just Disney just animate it.
Yeah,
for sure. Or just release it.
Apparently, like they did it, and they storyboarded it, and they went through it, and the executive producers were like, "This is basically just Aladdin." They're like, "I'm not having fun watching this. I don't know who I'm supposed to like."
Yeah,
and they completely redid it and became the Emperor's New Groove.
One of the more perfect Disney
100%. Grand slam.
But so over the years, especially after the 1960s, the Rogues Gallery became a little bit more darker, and Batman shifted into its basically the golden age of Batman, which is the darker times, and
like with Frank Miller, and
the
Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Returns, and of course, so he's become one of the more popular villains. But of course, even in the animated series, he's still kind of relegated to a minor role in the, something to be kind of tacked on for the fans. Not really a major antagonist. So in the TV show Gotham, Edward Nygma plays the Riddler. He's a forensic scientist who returns to crime eventually and becomes part of that. I've never watched this show, but everyone has great things to say about it.
I have less great things to say about it. Mostly, I just found it hard to watch. Like, okay. I get that why people liked it.
Right.
I was surprised that they got a lot of that stuff on network television too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very. It was very. I want to say H.P. Lovecraft, but very Reanimator-esque.
Yes.
In fact, they had the guy who plays the Reanimator, and he gets his like head sewn onto another body.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy style.
No, not even. By the doll maker.
But I mean, the thing I always kind of always thought, Gotham is supposed to be this nasty, seedy place. Seeing how and why, these basically that they're not superheroes. These are supervillains with these massive powers. They're just criminals.
Yeah.
The Penguin isn't just a penguin themed villain. He's a criminal mastermind along with the Riddler and everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of wanted to see. I wanted to see why and how Gotham became such a place.
Yeah.
Um,
Why Superman literally can't fix it.
Yeah, well, Superman doesn't. Yeah, I mean, we could make a whole episode about Superman.
Yeah. Well, suffice to say, you brought this up. There was a comic that addressed that where Superman and Batman like switched places for a day, and Superman was like, "I literally cannot fight crime in Gotham. Like it's so bad.
Yes.
Like only Batman can do this."
Yeah.
So,
but I'm not done with my.
okay,
yeah.
fine. Hop on it.
I gotta get it out.
All right, get going.
I got the riddles in me.
I got the riddles in me.
The thing Jimmy and I probably would know the most is the 1995 Batman Forever Riddler, played by Jim Carrey.
Boy, he committed so hard to that role.
Yeah, it was definitely a comical role. Basically his audition for all of his parts going forward.
Was that before or after The Mask?
I think that was just after The Mask, I believe.
Let's take a look.
Mask.
Like
1994, so it was just after.
Yeah, I think that The Mask is what really cemented his place in Hollywood, and like after that, he was in everything.
Yeah, Ace Ventura, a series of unfortunate events, a super underrated movie, by the way, and then of course The Grinch, another great movie. And of course the Riddler has again been in a lot of animated.
The Riddler was, I could see that. Now he hasn't. Tim raises a good point. That character definitely, displays some qualities and definitely could be portrayed as that because he has a hyperfixation on riddles, basically.
Right.
So yeah, he hasn't always been addressed as that and portrayed as that, but I definitely could see that that's a character feature.
And of course his extreme attention to details, and it might be. So like one of the big things is like some people that study psychology have said about the Riddler is the fascination with him trying to get caught.
Yeah.
Like that's his whole point, is that he is doing crimes, but he's doing the riddles so they can stop him.
Yeah.
So that might be part of it or part of his psyche.
Yeah. And if we want to bring it to the Batman movie that's coming out. It looks like they go a little bit more dark, creepy serial killer with him for sure.
AKA 7.
Yeah, they go.
John Doe.
Yeah, they definitely go in that direction with him.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how they play with the character like that. Like, how does his hyperfixation? How does that play into his character?
Yeah, I definitely do like how they're taking the Riddler. Whether it'll be good or not, we're gonna see. I'm gonna like it either way.
Yeah. Do you remember? Like for a few years after The Dark Knight came out, there was speculation and rumors kicked around of what was going to happen, and one of the rumors was that David Tennant was going to play the Riddler.
Yeah,
and some people released some fan art of like him as the Riddler. I think it was photoshopped, but it was like spot on, perfect.
Well, and then people when Batman v Superman came out, they thought instead of that Lex Luthor was kind of a culmination of Lex Luthor and the Riddler, together, which would be like, which I kind of liked. It's like Lex Luthor is a Batman or a Superman villain, but he also wants to antagonize Batman, so he creates the alter ego,
right,
Riddler to antagonize both of them.
Right, exactly. That's fair. That would be it didn't make more money than God, so we'll never know. We'll never know what direction that was going to take.
Movie. I'll always defend that movie. But speaking of riddles that we've been talking about for about 30 minutes now, we have the riddle, don't we?
I don't want to do it anymore. No. I lost interest. I'm just kidding. Okay.
We said riddle so many times, and Riddler so many times. It's
just lost all meaning.
It's lost all meaning.
All right, so here we go. Let's start off with, so this is part of a promotion for the Batman that they put out. First of all, it started with this tweet. Let me make sure I've got the right page up here. Where is it?
That's screen capture.
I know. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. So this is the Twitter page for the Batman. Now, if you look at this particular tweet, you can see some of the letters are capitalized where they shouldn't be. So if you put that into the search bar, so let's see here, typed in RATAALADA.com. You go to that. What do you get? It looks like a computer terminal.
Question mark.
So you want some more? Proceed? Yes, no. Yes. Ready to uncover the truth? Let's get started. The more I'm revealed, the less I exist. The more I'm revealed, the less I exist. Okay, first off, I'd like to point out that I recently took, for school, I'm going for computer science, I took a course in C and C++, and we had to write programs. And for my assignment, I wrote something exactly like this. I wrote a Riddler program.
Really?
Yeah. So they stole my ideas. Should I sue?
You do have a Riddler physique. You could be the Riddler.
I could, yeah. All right, for Comic-Con, that's definitely going to be my choice.
Which one would that be?
Scarecrow or
That hurts.
the
Just 'cause
killer
I'm
or Killer Moth or Calendar Man
Firefly.
or Kite Man.
Kite Man.
Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Everybody wants to be the Joker. I think I could pull off the look of the Joker, but I just couldn't be like, yeah, I'm the Joker.
Apparently, you go to Comic-Con, you will be one of about 1,500 Jokers.
Yeah. Kite Man.
Jeff.
Go as Kite Man. Of course, if you go as Firefly, no one's gonna be Firefly.
Yeah, I said Killer Moth.
Killer Moth. Oh yeah, that's fair. More I'm revealed, less I exist. Shadows?
The more I'm revealed, the less I exist. Darkness. The more I'm secrets. You want to try secrets?
Secrets.
All right,
let's try secrets.
Let's see if anyone's said anything.
Nobody said anything yet.
No, thanks.
I have the chat up too.
What's this? You scour the internet for truth, but you still. I think if you go on a different page, this is like, oh, you're going on a different page. You're cheating.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we can't do that. Okay. All right.
Secrets?
Secrets. You're quite the thinker. Now think about this. Was that it? Did we win?
Holy shit! I think that was it.
First try.
You're quite the thinker. Now think on this next one. Payback comes to all who accept one.
Payback comes to all who accepts one.
A receipt?
Why would it be a receipt?
Who accepts one? Because you need payback comes to everyone who accepts one. So like
I have
revenge.
I have no idea. Vendetta. This is a tough one. Payback comes to all who accept one.
Yep. If anybody's in the chat and you have an idea, let us know because
searching for the answer. Are we? Cheaters always reveal themselves.
Oh wow, this is.
I think I can still answer, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we answered the last one.
Payback comes for all who accept one.
Payback comes to all who accept one. An enemy? Wait. Who accept... Payback comes...
Yeah.
To who accept consequences.
Consequence? Oh, all right, let's try that. Consequence?
Consequences.
Let's see if I can spell consequence correctly. With answers like that, no wonder Gotham suffers. Oh, you're so goddamn smart. Well, they did write this computer program.
Yeah, they did actually write the riddles as well.
Right. Just so you know, like mine, when I enacted it, I made the text like draw out a big question mark made of other question marks.
Why are you the Riddler? Are you gonna be the Riddler? Are you gonna like kidnap a bribe? Tim says a bribe.
A bribe. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. Riddle Master.
Tim, you cheating stinker.
I know you've got. Okay, so, I mean that makes sense though. Like if Batman was like, "Oh no, I can't search the internet," he just has Alfred like Google on his phone.
I don't. And Alfred's like 90 years old, and he's just like, how do you get to the Yoo-hoo?
Oh no, Alfred is played by Andy Serkis this time around.
Andy Serkis, he needs to be in more stuff without motion capture.
Yeah. I feel like he's not an Alfred who's old and senile. He's just an Alfred who doesn't give a shit anymore. It sinks, it swims, it can be rotten when it's all dressed up.
Don't look at the answers.
Jules.
Okay, Juliet. Julia, first of all, we know that's a lie because you're not that smart. No offense. Some offense. Sorry, Julia.
No, I think she may have had it first, but Tim beat you to the chat. Sorry.
Yeah. And just to make sure, Julia, did you come up with that or did you look that up? Be honest, my lady.
Okay,
it sinks and swims. It can be rotten.
We can't freaking throw shade. We're over here drowning trying to figure out these dumb riddles.
Could you imagine if we were like we fell down a hole, we met a golem, and he's like, "Let's play a game of riddles," and you're just like, "Oh shit."
Is it an E or is it a 3?
If we want to get out alive, then we have to become the chive.
What does that even mean?
I would just go first and come up with a riddle that has to do with, like, I don't know, a computer, because he's in a hole all day. You wouldn't know what that is.
Right.
And then I would get it. All right, so it sinks and swims. It can be rotten even when it's all dressed up. I would say...
a boat?
Well, I mean, it's rotten, so even when it's dressed up. So, crabs? Like, food?
Sinks or it sinks, it swims. What sinks? Rocks.
Rocks.
Very small rocks.
Those float.
Cider.
Churches. Lead.
A duck.
Oh.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's the answer.
Wait, no. It's rotten even when it's all dressed up. It has to do... This is Riddler. So all these have been about secrets, bribery. So, it's rotten even when it's all dressed up. Stocks.
Okay, let's try that. Ellen says, "Can I play?"
No.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're dying over here.
Ellen. So we're doing a riddle, and the riddle is: it sinks and swims. It can be rotten even when it's all dressed up. So I'm saying it's stocks.
What about a business? We got a message. It feels like you're wasting my time right now. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. You just do this. No, not quite. Better luck then.
It sinks and swims. It can be rotten when it's all dressed up.
Money?
It doesn't sink. Well, I'm thinking...
Julia says it's so easy. Well, you solve it then.
Yeah. Let's see here. It sinks and swims. It can be rotten even when it's all dressed up.
Good Lord.
A
city?
What? How would it sink or swim?
I don't know. I'm just going through like all the like what would the and we know for a fact that this Riddler's like angry
so
and
it's about the first one was secrets. Obviously it's something that it's about that. And now it's talking about bribery. And now it's like now it's talking about something that sinks and swims, but it's rotten even when it's all dressed up and it looks nice. So it has to do something with society, right?
Right.
So maybe you're right, a city?
A city? Want to try a city?
City.
I feel like you're not even trying. We are trying.
We're doing our best.
We're not freaking geniuses over here.
Geniuses. An iceberg.
An iceberg?
Why would it be all dressed up?
Iceberg. Is that how you spell iceberg? Yes. When shadows fall, the truth rises. You are...
How the fuck was that?
I don't understand that at all. It can be... I've never heard anyone describe an iceberg as rotten.
Or like dress up.
Okay, let's see. What does it say? When shadows fall, the truth rises. You are correct. Wait, should I read this in the Riddler voice?
Sure.
When shadows fall, truth rises. You are correct. I have no more riddles for you to solve, but I have one more secret to share. Click for... my camera's in front of us.
For reward.
Click for reward. The game may be over for now, but I'm just getting started. See you next time.
That's not a good Riddler voice.
What would you do?
So like that you're sounding like like a Riddler from like D&D. Answer me these riddles 3. The Riddler from like Batman would be like really smug about it, like not quite. Better luck then. Kind of like so far up his own ass.
Like a keyboard warrior.
Exactly.
Having a debate on Omegle. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When shadows fall, truth rises. You are correct. I have no more riddles for you to solve, but I have one more secret to share. Click for reward. The game may be over now, but I'm just getting started. See you next time, senpai.
See you next time, senpai.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay, Okay, let's. Can anyone else see this? All right, so it appears to be Is that John Turturro?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look here.
So we got bodyguards, so obviously someone's gonna get shot. Mom said that was a stupid riddle.
It was.
That was a dumb riddle. Thank you, Mommy.
An iceberg dressed up
Is rotten. I said stocks. That would have been good.
Yeah.
That the Riddler, like, his entire like family and fortune were destroyed by like what do you call it? Wayne stock manipulation.
No one asked us in the writer's room, so
Yeah, I know.
okay, let's deconstruct this. So this apparently appears to be like a screenshot from.
No, it looks like it actually is cut out. Like it looks like an actual photo. Like so, this looks like was an actual photo. It's made to look like it's an actual photo taken at the scene. So we got some bodyguards, Italian looking dudes.
I'll bet that's Carmine Falcone.
Oh. Do you think they're gonna kind of go a the Holiday Killer vibe with it as well?
Possibly.
Like there's the Riddler doing his shit, and then there's the Holiday Killer.
Yeah, like just over John Turturro's right shoulder, that's Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Oh, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, you can't recognize him at all, which is really cool.
He's also a great character actor.
Yeah, so I'm excited that John Turturro's in it. That's cool.
He's also a great actor.
You want to look at the Batman Twitter to see if there's any more riddles?
Yes.
Okay.
Riddle me this. Also, my favorite version of the Riddler is actually the robot chicken version. The punctuation posse.
Riddle me this.
Can anyone hear me? Riddle me this.
Riddle me this. Who's black and has his own steamroller?
This guy.
The hype is real. Oh, here we
That's
go.
a Wordle.
Not a Wordle, just a riddle.
What is Wordle?
It's an app game that's sweeping the nation right now.
What is it though?
What exactly it is, I'm not sure, but I know it involves you basically have to guess a 5-letter word every day.
Oh.
And everyone has to guess the same one.
I see, like, on TikTok, I see actual linguists, like, telling you what you should do, and I have no idea what Wordle is.
What if we solve the Wordle?
We can't solve the Wordle because we don't have the app. It's literally not a Wordle. It says it right there.
Not a Wordle, just... Well, okay, we're gonna have to... This will have to be for next week because we're running up on time, but we'll have to see if... I'm pretty sure I heard that there's gonna be more riddles like this coming up. Well, yeah, there is gonna be more riddles because he said it.
Yeah, but he could also just be alluding to the fact that he's gonna be showing up in the movie.
He said it in his easily traceable program that he just put out on the internet.
He's not a very good crime guy.
He's not a good crime guy.
Face it, man. I'm the cool guy.
All right, so we
got the Penguin. He's gonna be part of it. He's gonna be a crime lord kind of thing.
Yeah, well, that's his thing. Julia says we love Wordle.
Julia, you also love trends. You loved Pokemon Go until it wasn't fashionable, and then you dropped off like Icarus out of the sky.
I don't think Julia ever liked Pokemon Go.
Her and Tim used to play it all the time at the beginning of all of it. They're like, "Are you guys playing Pokemon Go?" And then they stopped.
Well, maybe we'll download Wordle, and that'll be our new Pokemon Go.
That'll be our new Pokemon Go. No, I don't learn stuff. On the fly.
It's 5-letter words, Jarrett. It's not going to
do it.
It's not going to take that much memory. So what else are we going to talk about? So next week, I have to see if we can find more riddles.
Yes,
we might have to download Wordle and decode that thing, but
yes. Big news is that February will be next week, our next show, and
that's not big news. We have calendars. We know it's going to be February next week.
Calendars are like a thing for other people.
Well, yeah, exactly. We all know what date it is, Jerry.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, Julia, you used the Pokemon Go. You used the Pokemon Go to the polls. Remember that fiasco? No.
No. Wait, what was that?
That was Hillary Clinton at the campaign trail. She's like, the kids are out there doing Pokemon Go. We need them to Pokemon Go to the polls.
Oh, God, what?
What is that?
Okay, apparently.
Alan Hemorrhoid says, never have played Pokemon Go. Their condescension is seen.
You know, when people say, is that the Pokemans? And it's not cool to, you know what the pronunciation is. You're not fooling anybody.
When a boomer just points at a random thing, is that a Pikachu? Anyway, next week is going to be the start of February, and our first show will be February 6th, or February 4th.
Okay.
And that is H.P. Lovecraft Month here at Area Nerdy 1.
Just because there's love in the name.
Yep.
That's it.
Because of Valentine's Day, I thought we're gonna pick a theme, and it's H.P. Lovecraft Month. So
nothing
eat
says
craft, love craft, and pray craft, because we got monsters and you got stuff.
Nothing says romance like the existential dread brought out by an eldritch god.
And tentacle monsters.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So we're going to be talking exclusively about H.P. Lovecraft books, its history, his effect on media, all kinds of movies, because there are actually going to be more H.P. Lovecraft movies, inspired Lovecraftian movies coming out later in the year. And we'll be, I did say later, later in the year. And we will be talking about that. Yeah. And of course, Guillermo del Toro is coming out with new shows and new movies.
Cannot make something that's not Lovecraftian. Like, it's part of his contract.
He's actually making a Pinocchio movie.
Yeah. Alan says, sweet Lovecraft. We got a Lovecraft fan in the crowd.
Yes. You could say that she loves like craft.
Sure. You could say, why would you, though? Why would you say that?
But Guillermo del Toro is actually putting out a Pinocchio movie coming out next year.
Is Cthulhu in that one?
Nope. It looks like it's just a straight up kids movie, but I hope it's like a Dark Crystal kind of thing. You think it's cute and puppety, and then it's just like,
Jim Henson and the Muppets? No, it's dark fantasy nightmare monsters.
And imagine that poor Gelfling gets freaking shanked from behind like a person. There should be an edit where the Skeksis just like shanks her like and then throws the knife away.
we talk about the Dark Crystal a lot on this show. It's one of those shows that either you love it as a kid or it scarred you for life. I'm definitely in the latter camp.
I'm in the both camp. I loved it, and it was just so weird. What really got me was actually not like the Gelflings or the Gartham or the Skeksis. It was the ending when like everything cracked and like the white things came out, and it was just like, I don't understand this.
You were on board right till then. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. But Lovecraft is going to be all next month. Hopefully Matt will be able to join us. He's on a special mission, envoy to Area 51. Area 51 again. Somebody here was trespassing and tried to steal one of the guards. Didn't even try to get one of the aliens.
I went to the annual Naruto running of Area 51.
We almost did it.
We're almost there. So, all right, so...
Yes, but if you guys have any requests, even though we will be talking about H.P. Lovecraft, we will still be having our segments beforehand, going over news and other subjects. So if you have anything in particular you'd like us to talk about, leave your topic or question in our comment section or message us directly on our Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Give us the name you would prefer, your preferred pronouns, and we'll answer it and comment on it.
That's right, and thank you guys so much for watching Area Nerdy 1, brought to you by Big Nerd Coffee Company.
Oh, the biggest nerd and nerdiest. Check them out. They will be having some H.P. Lovecraft-inspired coffees soon, thanks to us. So we're going to get those out there and let you know, and give them a like and share on Facebook.
Yeah, and, honestly, going with the theme of this show, if you guys have any awesome riddles that you think will stump us, let us know. I think we were like 0 for 3 with this.
I mean, we got one. We got secrets.
Yeah, we got right off the bat. Got secrets.
But like, that was kind of easy.
Yeah, but then the rest of them, icebergs that are rotten. No,
that didn't make sense. I thought
fire whoever wrote that riddle.
Yeah, stocks kind of made sense.
Yeah,
because it's a societal thing, that perpetrates our whole economy and stuff. So I think that made sense, but
I'm not salty about it at all. I'm
salty.
not angry that they made a dumbass riddle that definitely couldn't be solved by anyone ever.
Maybe we could do the Hobbit riddles.
The Hobbit riddles are a little bit more fun. Yeah, let's do those. Okay.
Yeah, I like the teeth one.
The neck, or the mountain or something, or he's just like, "What's in my pocket?" I don't know.
Is that really? What am I supposed to do with that?
That's not. That's just a statement.
I like. I will say this: the Rankin Bass Hobbit.
Yeah.
When Gollum does the time one, that one has some real.
That's got some heft to it.
There's some heft to it.
Okay. All right. I think we're really gonna wrap things up now.
But thank you guys for watching so much, and thank you for commenting. We really did need your help this time with the riddles,
even though half of them were insults about like how we couldn't solve these dumb riddles.
These dumb riddles.
Thank you guys so much. All right. This has been Jimmy.
This has been Jarrett.
All right. We're gonna.